But we're going to start the show, really. It's something a little bit different because, and there goes Siskel, right in time to start the show. We're going to start the show a little bit differently tonight, though, because it was a monumental weekend for me. And I know Joe's been back to the theater just a couple, I think once or twice, really, since the pandemic started. So it really wasn't as monumental for him as it was for me. But Friday night after work, I did something I haven't done in 14 months. I went back to the movies, and it was a very interesting day. Thank you. It was a very interesting day too, because it wasn't until about halfway through my workday that I realized something. It was May 14th. The last day I went to the movie theater, March 14th of 2020. It was exactly 14 months I went without going to the movies. And I've been going to the movies every weekend pretty much, for the last 10 years, truthfully. At least, maybe not that long, maybe as long as I can drive. So let's say 2013, 2014, somewhere around there. Point being, 14 months of me not being in a movie theater, that is easily the longest drought for me in gotta be 15 years at least. So it was, I didn't cry. I'll just say that right there. Didn't shed tears, but man, oh man, it was good to be back. And you know what? All things considered, it was pretty much the same. Nothing too different, at least the local theater out here that I go to, a couple towns away from me. Nothing really different. The only big thing, I mean, if you were just dropped back on this planet, number one, you'd notice everybody's wearing masks, in a movie theater. But the only other thing that was interesting, and I don't know how they do it at other theaters. This is an independent theater too, so it's a kind of a family-owned operation. But how they did it was they gave you, with your ticket, they gave you a little yellow sticker. And you took that sticker and you put it on the armrest of your chair so they knew where to sanitize after.
Oh, okay.
So that's how they did it for me. I don't know how they did it for you, Joe.
For my theater, what they do is they might just pick up on that if they figure that out. But what they do is they put a little tape going across the chairs, and when you pick a seat and everything, you choose your seat on the screen, you go sit there, you have to break the tape if you want to sit down in that chair at least comfortably. Otherwise you'd be sitting holding your knees against your chest. So that way they know that tape is broken, somebody sat there. So even somebody was just like, fuck it, I want to go, I just wasted that. I want to go sit next to my family, I don't care about this, spacing and whatnot. They'll still know, okay, that chair got broken into, somebody sat there, we got to sanitize that one down. But I like your way too. That seems a lot more convenient than constantly putting tape across everything, looking like a crime scene.
It seems like it, yeah, because they didn't tape off any seats, but there was a good 8 title cards before the movie that were use hand sanitizer after touching heavily used surfaces. Yeah. There was the same don't sit or leave 3 spaces, 3 seats in between you and the next person. And I got to be honest, sue me. I went to Spiral Friday night and this movie called Silo Saturday morning. Silo, it was me and 2 other people. So there was nobody there. Spiral was probably about 13 people Friday night, but we were all distanced. I didn't wear a mask during the movie and nobody else did.
We're all vaxxed.
I'm vaccinated. So at this point, it's it is what it is. This is about
actually CDC guidelines.
Honestly,
CDC guidelines say you're good.
There you go.
The 2 times before this, I went to go see Tenet and I went to go see Raya and the Last Dragon in theaters. And I wore the mask the entire time. This time, because how much has changed and what we've done to adapt to the pandemic, I literally wore a chin diaper like South Park the entire time watching Spiral. I'm like, this is nice.
Yeah, I am I didn't wear it, like I said, the CDC guidelines came out on that front. Maybe a little premature, but still. But moreover, though, we're not going to give a big full-fledged review of Spiral, Joe and I, because we're the only 2 who have seen it, and I'm a big fan of the Saw franchise, as I've made clear before. Also, I got a large popcorn and a large drink, too, to go back to the movie theater.
Of course. Why wouldn't you?
Special occasion.
That was so much fun. Just was nice to watch a movie out of the damn house. That was what I took away from it the most. And just looking around, even sometimes during the trailers, I didn't pay too much attention to the trailers, but I was just looking around I'm back, man. This is nice. This is my church.
Yeah.
I don't say it lightly.